Recently, I had the opportunity to teach a live class based on some content from my web creation course. And, as usual, I learned something from my students. I forget that most people, when they write emails or create reports, just start typing and let the word processor worry about wrapping lines. But if you're writing poetry or computer code, you need to force line breaks to give some visual structure. In one of the labs, I asked the students to create a skeleton HTML file that they could use for many HTML pages. And many of them wrote like this: less than, exclamation point, doc type, HTML, greater than, less than, HTML, greater than, less than, HEAD, greater than, less than, TITLE, greater than, change this title, less than, slash, title, greater than, less than, slash, head, and so on. It just hadn't occurred to me to tell them to start a new line after each piece of the code. Now, while I mentioned this briefly in the lesson on Notepad in my Better at Windows course, I wanted to make sure this important point got across. When writing code, start a new line. That is, press the Enter key for each distinctive part. So, for example, after doctype HTML, new line. After HTML, new line. After head, new line. And go to the end of title, new line, and so on. Indentation is optional, but it seems to help understanding by giving a visual of the document structure. Also, note, sometimes you will have very long lines. You should still force line breaks at natural boundaries so the text doesn't stretch across a wide expanse. In some cases, HTML for example, lines can be broken at any place, well, not in the middle of words. In other cases, some programming languages for example, you need to learn the rules for breaking and continuing lines. But the important message here is, again, when writing poetry or code, start new lines at natural boundaries by pressing the Enter key. That's all. Thanks.